Okay, so today let's spend some time talking about the power of visualization and how you can visualize your future in a couple of easy, simple steps. So, visualization is something that people actually started using in the 60s. They were Olympic track runners that would visualize the finish line, and they would visualize their finish line with them having the medal or them finishing in the time on the big clock that they wanted to see after they finished the race. So they would vision this, and through the visualization of all of it and putting it all together in their mind, it was as if they were doing it in a three-step process. In the beginning, they would visualize themselves sitting in, say, like a movie theater and actually watching the race from a third point of view, watching themselves crossing that finish line, watching themselves get that medal, watching themselves being happy and joyous in the end, finally getting what they really thought that they wanted. Second, they would imagine that they could go into that movie that they're watching. And now it's from their perspective, a first person point of view, and they could sit there and run the race and see themselves crossing over that finish line as if they're there actually doing it. In the third point of view, and the third visualization technique that they were using is now gathering that movie that they watched, that they were a part of, gathering it and now making it a part of them. So in creating it to be a part of them, they get to live it in the future. So they're no longer watching it and they've no longer been there, but they're where they are currently while knowing that they're going to complete it, as if they are some kind of psychic that can see the future and know that that's the way that the future is going to happen. Now, through these visualization techniques and others, there's a way that you program your mind. So you're adding creative subconsciousness to yourself by using this visualization. So when you use the visualization, you're creating this subconsciousness in your brain and you're putting together the tasks at hand. So now you know how you can post this and put this together in a way where you will become that victor in your goals, where you have either visualized yourself completing the race in a manner that you wish you can, or becoming rich, or choosing to do various other activities that are part of, your dreams or your goals list. So putting this in your creative subconsciousness, creating a powerful focus, in your life that that you can get this. So now you're motivated to get this goal and you've created this focus. So now you know all the tasks at hand along the way to get this goal. So that's part of the visualization process. And with the visualization process, when you're becoming this person that's crazy focused, crazy motivated, has this vision in his head, has already seen this thing happen. When you've put all those things together, now you're attracting the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is that you get to attract anything in the manner that you're acting. So in the law of attraction, you're being positive, loving, generous, giving, kind, happy, joyous, non-stressed, all those things. If you give that to the universe gives that back to you by the law of attraction. So, for example, you want to attract someone loving, you be that loving person that you want to attract. So you be that loving person that person would not only want, but the person that you want to attract. So in other words, acting in a way that is loving will attract love, correct? Yeah. So, acting in a way in which you would attract wealth will attract wealth to you. So, visualizing checks coming in the mail, writing a big check for yourself, imagining a bigger bank account, or rather visualizing more money in your bank account and you seeing that money is a way to put together this plan of action. So you're putting together this plan of action through this law of attraction, which says that you're focused on money and therefore you will get money. Now, that's not to say like, oh, I'm focused on winning the lottery and therefore I buy a lottery ticket and I win the lottery. But maybe, you're attracting the wealth because you set up a business and you are imagining having more clients. And having more clients means that you ultimately, of course, make more money because you're charging them a service fee. So the law of attraction for wealth, the law of attraction for love, that's the way that works. Now put it all together, like I mentioned, into this giant universe of visualization. And I'm not talking about visualization in a magic way, but I am talking about visualization in a way that you're programming your own mind subconsciously to be more creative, more hardworking, more giving, more generous. If you're practicing gratitude, you're practicing gratitude in a way that you are grateful, and therefore everything around your life is in abundance. You're already happy about the things that you have. Now, that's not to say that you're not wanting more or you can't get more just because you're grateful for what you have. So some people use gratitude in a naive, crazy way where they're like, oh, I'm grateful for what I have, so I'm not going to go out and I'm not going to pursue anything else in my future. Well, that's a terrible idea, and let me explain why. Because if you're not growing and you're not going up, there's only one place to go, and that's down. So you don't want to go down, and if that's the case, and I hope it is, then what you have to do is use visualization. Use visualization to focus and be willing to work with the universe in a way that it will give you more. So, visualization obviously is a great thing if you know how to manifest it and you know how to put it together. And I added some points to how you can do that, but let's just add to visualization and to the law of attraction positivity. So positive thinking, of course, is going to bring positive things into your life. So practice positive thinking and make sure you catch yourself when you start going into that train of negative thoughts, when you start going into stress of problems, because we don't want to look at the problems, of course, and I've said this before, we want to look at solutions. So don't let the problems catch you off guard, because the problems will definitely come here and there. They're definitely a part of life. They're definitely a part of the obstacles that are in your way. So create the visualization and think about it in a way where you visualize yourself as the person you want to be, the place you want to be, and having the abundance of all the things that you wish to have. Visualize all of these things and put it together in your life like, this is what I deserve. Now, you can't visualize all these things and lie to yourself in a way where you tell yourself this is what you deserve, but you're not acting in an efficient way. Now, the problem with the law of attraction with most people is they don't catch themselves doing the negative things. Now, in every moment, we have to add into that awareness. So we're adding into this awareness of what's actually going on in the moment. How we react to things, how we talk to people, how we expect things to happen for us. So let's pay attention to this, because what we believe to happen, and if we catch ourselves off guard and we continue to believe things will not happen, then of course, the law of attraction is going to sweep in and say, hey, I'm with you. You're sending this negative energy out, you're sending this disbelief out, and I'm with you. the law of attraction, because the universe doesn't understand one thing's from another. It's not changing and deciphering negative and positive. It doesn't care if this is negative and this is positive. You're one speck of the universe. So using this in an efficient way is very important, because it is part of the communicating with the universe, communicating efficiently with the universe. So you got to be telling yourself, the universe, and maybe even everybody else what you want and what you expect from the universe. Now, if you have high expectations and you are doing the things that would help attract, those prosperities into your life, then there's not a problem, because you are using the law of attraction efficiently. So think about those things. Think about the way that you're approaching the universe and the way that you're communicating with the universe. Now, I don't say to the universe, hey, universe, give me $1 million, and I'm going to sit at home. I'm going to be negative, and I'm not going to expect you to give the $1 million to me. Why should I expect you to give me the $1 million? But I want you to give me the $1 million. Go on and give me the $1 million. I don't expect it. I don't believe it's going to happen. Well, there you go. It's not going to happen. It's never, ever, ever going to happen if you don't expect it to happen in that manner. Now, the only difference to this is when things come unexpectedly in a certain other manner, but they don't come in the way that you're putting it together. Because if you're not expecting it, you're not going to work towards it, right? So you're not going to work towards it, and you're not going to believe in it. But that doesn't mean that other good things aren't possibly going to come to you, but you're acting in such a negative way that you attracted the negative things. So the negative things are going to come to you. That doesn't mean that some positive things won't come to you. Don't get me wrong. You do exist. So there's probabilities, and, after getting, if you're not acting in one positive way and you get one positive thing and you get 10 negative things, maybe you should just kind of change the way that you're treating, the universe and everything. Because the truth is that people can manifest their own future. They can manifest things by creating their own dreams through this power of visualization. It's what all the successful people do. And so when you create this visualization of your future, if you believe it enough and you work toward it enough, it doesn't matter about all the negative things that come your way. Because if you're believing that all these dreams and all these good things are going to happen in 5 years in the future or something like that, then you take life and the small things as it comes. But you will notice that in the systematic way of these things coming your way, that the positives will equal out in themselves. You're giving positivity to the world. If you go to people and you smile at them, you get smiles back. If you go to people and you're loving to them, and you get love back. When I go places, people know me by name because I treat them with respect. They give me respect back. I treat them with love. I treat them with the way that I want them to treat me, but I treat them with care. I care about their lives, and they care about mine. They ask me questions. They address me by name. They treat me well. They ask me how my day is, because I'm in there with a smile to ask them how their day is. I'm there to ask them about what's going on in their life, what they're going to do with their future, who's this person, who's that person. I want to know who this person is, who that person is. And some of these people are the people that are handling my money. They're the people that that are there doing business. And I don't care if I go into, say, it doesn't even matter. Say I go into a Pizza Hut or a Taco Bell or something like that, or a Chipotle, and I don't go in there in a way where I don't feel like I can't connect with these people. Like, these people aren't valuable enough, and these people can't offer me something in return. Because, see, I'm not asking for anything big. So don't demand big things in the beginning. When you're going for your art and you're going for your business, do it like an artist, visualize it and paint the picture, put it all together in a way where it has value. You might not be getting all that money right away, but use the visualization technique to visualize that in the future. Visualize, all that money coming in, like I said, and visualize all the prosperities, and maybe even if you want to go one step further, visualize just you being successful way past where you are right now, and past all of those problems, and past even that visualization, because you visualize yourself at that point in time, like these professional, racers used to do, or continue to do rather, but as far back as the 60s as they were doing, and put yourself in that moment and in that future. And once you piece all of this together, you're going to have this strong, powerful technique of visualization, law of attraction, and just ultimate success. Because believing in yourself and working towards your dreams and not letting things knock you off balance, ultimately, that's going to put you exactly where you're visualizing. There's not going to be anything that could possibly stop you.